What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing a rundown of how much the car has cost me. I don't even know how much it's cost me, so I'm going to be just as surprised as you guys. So I've got a whiteboard over there. I'm going to go through, write things down and how much they cost me, if I can even remember exactly. Pretty sure I do. And take you guys through it, and then we'll probably be shocked on how much I spent. It's probably like 10k or more or less. It'll be around 10k, I reckon, by the time I've like tunes and everything I've done. So my first thing on the list is the car itself, the 180XX, and that cost me $5,000 exactly. Now that's actually pretty cheap for a car that came with an engine. It wasn't a rolling shell. It's wide body. It's got all the upgrades and stuff on it. I don't even think you can find a running NA S13 for this cheap anymore, so maybe I'll have a look around the marketplace and see if I can find one, but I doubt I could. So the first thing I did to this car was get it a tune, because when it was sold to me, it was sold as not running, needs a tune. I pretty much just flipped the fuel lines around and the car started, and then I went and got its first tune, which leads me into how much that cost, and I'm just going to write that down now. Now, my first tune cost me $900, and that was with getting my Nissan like stock ECU shipped to be a NIS tune. So that's why it cost a little bit more. That's why it's $900, because Chip and Trent at Checker Tuning had to like desolder and then resolder everything in. It was a bit of a mission, but he did an awesome job on it, and it's even set up to go E85 in the future when I need to. So this is where it starts getting interesting. The day after I got it tuned, everything was all and well. I just needed to go get a new turbo because it had an eBay turbo on it, and sort out a couple things like spark plugs and all that good stuff. But then the engine didn't get oil to the head when I started the next day for a cold start. It nicked and just completely destroyed the cam gears and everything, so I had to go and either get a new head, a new turbo or whatever, and that's where it brings me into this. I was actually looking around everywhere for a new head just so I can replace it, put it on the top of my engine and get a stock SR20 T28 turbo, and I ended up picking out a turbo and a whole another engine for $800, which is actually a steal, because usually they're like $2,000 or whatever without a turbo. So I actually got that for a steal. This engine has been drifted before, but they said it was pretty bulletproof, never got hot, all that good stuff. So that cost me $800 for a whole engine, a turbo. It's got a different manifold on it. It's got a screamer pipe. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, and if you didn't realize by my accent, this is all in Australian dollars. So the next thing on the list is a second tune, which was the latest thing they've done to the car. So new intercooler, the tune, got the fuel pump wired in, and a bunch of other stuff done by bog stock conversions, and that cost me $2,600. It's a lot, but it was a tune, and it was all that intercooling piping and all that stuff. So that cost me $2,500, and that hurt my soul to splash out that much money, but it had to be done. I want to drift the car and I want to get it all done, so we'll write that down. 2,600. That is, yeah, this is all adding up pretty fast. So now we bring it into coilovers and wheels, and as you know, Jack, who had the R33 on the channel and the Sylvia and all that stuff, he actually sold his Sylvia and gave me his coilovers for free, which is absolutely awesome. I literally can't thank him enough for that. He owns a Cressida now, which we still need to do a video on, but because of all this COVID-19, I can't go down to where he lives and film it. So they're free. And then the wheels, they were free. They were sent to me by Kansai Wheels. So I'm just gonna write free next to both of those. And that's actually saved a lot of money on this, because coilovers are like $1,200 and those wheels are more than $1,200, and that's US for those wheels. So yeah, it saved me a lot of money. So the next thing that I've bought is a roll cage. It's not in the car yet, but obviously that video is coming. I still need to get some paint for it and paint it up. I want it to be purple. And the roll cage cost me $450 or $400, I believe. It's just a bolting cage. I got it from a mate. he went full weld in and a bigger cage, and it was actually cheaper. They're normally like $750, so that's actually a pretty sweet deal, and it looks pretty much brand new. Besides, I'm going to paint it anyway, so $450. So there's actually a bunch of things that are going to be in this video that I haven't put on the car yet, and I still have to make videos on, but I'm just going to tell you now so you know the videos are coming. So I got a lock kit from GK Tech. It's just one of their smaller, like easier to assemble, put on kits. I got a bunch of other stuff coming from them, like camber arms and shit. So I got a roll center correction kit, which the video is coming on that. And I want to show you guys how much that how much more lock that can actually give you by putting on that simple mod. And they're normally like $200, I believe, and I got them for $150, and they're brand new. They've never been used before. So I also have some splitters or canards coming on the way. I'm actually in the talks with a company on getting some designed, and then I'm going to try and start selling them through like my name. I'm going to start a company up or something, but they're in the talks, and hopefully they look sick, and then hopefully you guys want to order some, and they're going to cost me over $100 to like get the first production, because I have to get them measured out and cut and all that stuff. So I'm going to write down $100 on that one. And of course we do have the steering wheel and the quick release, but they are eBay spec, and it only cost me $150 for the wheel and the hub as well, and then I think $20 for the boss kit to connect it all together. So the next thing is a livery, and I'm actually getting that custom designed by Bling Designs, and he's done me a very good deal. Also getting a logo made up for my channel and all that stuff by him, and that's going to cost me $500, and it would usually cost way more, but I'm having his name on the car and a bunch of other companies' names on the car as well. So $500 for that. Obviously it's not needed, but it's added to what the car owes me, or what I owe the car, or whatever. And then I think that might be it for everything I've done to the car. Obviously I need to get a bucket seat for the driver's side, so that's another, well, depending if you go rep or not. If you go rep, it's like $360, and if you go real, it's just gonna blow budget right out of the waters. So I'm just gonna go with rep for now. Obviously you're gonna roast me in the comments or something, but obviously you gotta afford what you can afford, and it sucks to do that, but you gotta do it. So the last thing I can think of is a fuel pump, and I'm pretty sure that's everything that I've bought for the car, put on the car, and all that stuff. So the fuel pump cost me $90. It's a Walbro 255. They're usually a bit more expensive, but I got it on a special on Aussie Car Mods, I believe. Obviously I have like a wing to put on, and a like rear window visor to put on, and like a bunch of other stuff like lug nuts and spacers for the front to come. So there's obviously going to be more money spent on the car, but that is how much money I've spent on the car right now. Alright guys, the final price, I was right, it was over $10,000. It was $11,090 is how much Alright guys, my camera died, so if you didn't catch that, it was $11,090. Obviously I still need to spend a little bit more on the car with some like, you know, like some other stuff that I want to do it, like a wing and all that stuff, but I'm not adding that to the price. $11,090. What do you reckon? Let me know down in the comments below. Is that a lot of money for a budget diff car? Obviously, if I didn't have to get the first, second tune or the second engine, that would have been like at least 2K off the price, or even more than that, more like 3K off the price. So if I didn't have to get that, that would have been awesome, but stuff happens, I suppose. Anyways, if you like the video, like it. If you want to stay around and see more videos, hit subscribe, and if you're a old subscriber, then thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Through the wastelands, through the